So our next example problem is 50,000 minus 12,485. Can I do grade 10 math? Most of the math I do is pre-K to 8, but put a grade 10 math problem in the chat that you're having trouble with. I'll screenshot it and I'll look at it. If it's not for me, then I'll put a link in the community tab. And any math that I'm not an expert in, I always redirect that to like a different YouTube channel. Like I'll point you in the direction of somebody that can do that or is an expert on it. If it's not my cup of tea, I'll point you in the direction of somebody who can help you. So put a math problem in the chat. Put a grade 10 math problem in the chat. I'll look at it. If it's something that I'm familiar with, I'll do a separate video on it. If it's not something I'm familiar with, I'll put a link in the community tab and I'll link it to another YouTube video from a different channel that does math problems like that. All right, but get started on this problem now. 50,000 minus 12,485. So we got to do all of our regrouping first. And in this problem, everything needs to be regrouped except the 10,000s place. You can't start with 2. You cannot start with 0 and take away 2, so we have to take a 10. From the 10,000s place, the 5 becomes a 4. The 0 becomes a 10. You can't start with 0 and take away 4. So the 0 becomes a 10, and then the 10 in the thousands place becomes a 9. You can't start with 0 and take away 8. So that 0 becomes a 10, and then the 10 in the hundreds place becomes a 9. You cannot start with 0 and take away 5. So that 0 becomes a 10, and that 10 from the tens place becomes a 9. And now we are ready to subtract. 10 minus 5 equals 5. 9 minus 8 equals 1. 9 minus 4 equals 5. 9 minus 2 equals 7. 4 minus 1 equals 3. And we have our final answer. 50,000 minus 12,485 equals 37,515.